Tonight, Mr. Biden announced that your job is on the line, your money is on the line, and your future is on the line if you don't submit to the new demands of the medical mandates. And there are more coming, more restrictions coming. And of course, this looks like less freedom for you and other American citizens, but in fact, it really is the end of true freedom. But there is good news in all this, all these new government policies, because they have revealed the true nature of authoritarian bureaucracy. Millions of American citizens are now looking at freedom in a new light, when it is so clearly taken from them. And suddenly it becomes impossible to travel and trade and shop and work and earn money and move around freely. People begin to see the true value of freedom. It's not just a concept. It's a condition of life which has a true worth which is higher than life and fortune and sacred honor. Look at these three. America's founders were willing to sacrifice all three of these to retain American freedom. And many of them did lose their lives and their houses and all their money in the fight against King George, which was won. And it's time for American citizens now to show some respect and honor to those founders and what they taught us to do. Once the value of freedom is grasped, really grasped, surrendering to power-hungry overlords is just simply not an option. You simply cannot do that. You cannot do that today. Resisting then becomes a new, creative, and courageous way of life. It really is like living finally. This is the good news behind today's overreach. It's really happening. Active intelligence and peaceful resistance is everywhere. Sacrificial leadership is contagious. Americans are now willing to quit their jobs defiantly in order to keep their freedom, if they have to do that, if they're put on the spot by their employers. They are willing to sacrifice pensions and comfortable retirement to keep freedom for their children and their grandchildren so that they can be free to resist and to fight. They are willing to create new economic models to trade and shop. And they're thinking about new alternative markets for food and currency and services. New small businesses will soon replace the cowardly bigger ones. Private hospitals will replace those seized by the government and controlled by the government. Home schools will replace those which become medically dangerous for children. A vibrant new resourcefulness will replace yesterday's lethargy and apathy, which allowed our centralized federal government to get so big. That was a mistake, a huge mistake, which is very clear to us now. So please subscribe if you want to learn more about the hopeful American innovations which are correcting this mistake. And below in the notes, you will find a document, a PDF, which may greatly help you with your employer. I'm Jeffrey Botkin.